Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Mindset Monday. And we are going to talk about making sure you find the right mentor, right? And here's what I would tell you. You're not going to have, people think of a mentor as somebody I can learn everything from. Well, they're not God, okay? The only person you can learn everything from is God, right? So, no, I'm serious. This is something that a lot of people get wrong, all right? Because I've had some great mentors in my life and I would have them mentor me on some things that they're really good at, and I wouldn't have them do it on other areas of their life, right? So this comes to mind, right? Because I spent all week in a hockey rink. My son had a tournament. They won. It was the second time they won this tournament over in Clearwater. It was great, and now he's going and he's training with his coaches all week. He's got development camps and whatnot. And it's kind of funny because he's learning the sport of hockey, which teaches him a lot of life skills. And he has a coach for different areas of the game. Like he has a power skating coach, he has a skills coach. He has his normal coach to run games. And our lives, we do not operate that way, right? We really don't. Might have one mentor. We try to learn as much as we can. And sometimes, depending on where you found a mentor or how you found a mentor, they might not even be the right fit. They might not have even accomplished anything. They might be one of these guys that are just selling courses and selling you like theory and not actually giving you any type of support or real mentorship. All right. So I think a couple things like on how to find the right mentor. First, figure out what you're trying to learn, right? What you're trying to build, and then find somebody that has built that without a doubt and learn from them. Okay. And I would pay for people's time. I would shadow them. I would order from their companies to kind of see how they run their operations, right? Especially in business. If you're going to pick up a mentor, it better be a mentor who has done something in your field or has uh, tackled a challenge that you are trying to tackle. Like right now, I'm trying to build out AI, right? And not out of the back box AI. I'm actually trying to build a proprietary system here, right? I'm not going to go hire somebody that it specializes in out of the box AI systems because that's not what I'm trying to build. It's not even close to what I'm trying to build. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%, man. AI is a crazy example too because of how fast that changes. So who's adapting, right? Who's
Yeah,
learning more? And there's certain people just in that sector that I see, you know, Billy Jeans, Dan Martell, especially, who's just ingrained into that and learning and learning and learning. But I agree with you wholeheartedly, man. Like in terms of finding that mentor, like what have they done, and who have they done it for? Right. Those are always the two key elements that when I look at something, and those people that they've done it for, are they willing to talk to you and take the time,
yeah,
especially if they're in your same field, right? So that's the biggest thing. I think accessibility, when it comes to mentors, a lot of the time everybody's mentorship now it's looked at online. I believe you should have it two ways, right? At least two. You should have one or online people that you look up. Doesn't necessarily have to be direct either, right? Like if you get a lot of content or email blast from somebody online, and then have somebody locally that you can access, that you could see, that you could shake their hand, that you could tap into locally, right? Like I've always been a big proponent of that. Who in my local area do I need to be around? Who's a key critical component or business or company that I need to get around? Networking groups. And this is why I love networking groups. My favorite line to people that run those networking groups all the time, when I walk in, very tactical, hey, who do I need to meet here today? Who do you think that I should connect with? And that's actually a really good way to find kind of mentors like that. I take it a step further. Hey, who can I learn from here today? So like I always look at it from that approach. I look at it from the online approach, and then the physical realm, right? Like, hey, can I actually shake their hand?
yeah. I mean, I'll tell you, I personally, I'm indifferent. I just care that the people that I'm learning from I know they can teach me what I need.
Right.
And then I try to evaluate everything else. Like, are they a good person? What else can I learn from them? And like, here's something that people don't understand. You can learn what not to do from people, right? Like there might be people that are in your life or used to be in your life that are a mess. You can learn what not to do by seeing what they've done and what has repelled people, away from them. Right. That's a big one. But what I would say is it's also putting in the work and actually following through with the mentor. Right. People don't understand that. Like when, especially a mentor that is going to give you, the right type of guidance, like show up, support them, share their stuff, figure out what you can do for them to also help them while you are continuously learning from them. Right now, some of these guys that you're paying to, for consultation, I think you have to do a lot more research, do deep dives, right? Before you sign up. And like, how can you verify if they've built everything? Well, do they have a product? Do they have a company? Can you shop there? Can you go there? Like Andy says, how many people do you know that they've worked with, right? I'd always want testimonials or referrals, because that is something that you can actually learn a little bit more about their process. So maybe if they are great, you can get more out of it because they're going to give you insight into what to do to get the most out of it, right? Or could be the other way. Hey, these guys, this doesn't really work. This is what I learned. It was good, but this isn't something I'm going to continue to stick with, right? This way you can actually vet out who you're going to be working with, And I will tell you this too, guys. If you think someone is really good in business but has real questionable morals, right? Probably not somebody you want to be learning from. All right. So you want to try to look into the person as a whole too. Are they a good person? What do they do? What are they about? Okay. What do they represent? What do they stand for? Where were they on certain issues? Because you don't want, the last thing you want to do is learn all this information, start building, and it's on somebody else's instruction. And then you realize they have a moral compass that is completely messed up, right? Because then you could be adapting some of those habits, right? Unintentionally. And you just got to be careful. Dave, what else you got on this?
Yeah, it's all got to align, man. You know what I mean? Like, if it's like trying to create friendships, right? Like socially, like, right? Hey, I'm a huge, football fan. Well, hey, I like paintings and finger painting. Well, that's not gonna work. Like, it's not my thing. You know what I'm saying? So you have to align, like, just outside on business too. Just like you said. I also think it's important too that you got to give people at least some time. Like, there takes time for certain things. I think people get impatient with certain things. I get impatient with certain things. But I think when you're find somebody that you kind of know, like, and trust, you see their receipts, you got to give them some time to, hey, like, this project, give it 90 days, right? Everybody in that first 30 days, well, hey, I want this instant results. I want this instant gratification right away. I think it's fair to give somebody that a mentorship, especially if you're growing and learning from them, give them some time too. You know what I mean? Like, I see a lot of people all the time. Hey, man, this thing didn't happen in 2 weeks. I'm out. It sucked. It's like 2 weeks. What are you going to get done in 2 weeks? Like, that's not a lot of time. You got to build. If somebody's teaching you structures and systems and something that worked for them, and you're implementing that, it's pretty. I'm guarantee it's going to take more than 2 weeks. And I also think on the flip side is there's a season for that too. So say 6 months or a year, you get to a certain level, it might be all right. Well, I'm kind of peaked out, or I see eye to eye here with that mentor, or I'm passing them. I got to get out of this room. I'm the smartest guy in the room now. I don't want to be in this room anymore. Now it's time to kind of move on. And hey, I need to grow. I need to find another mentor, whatever the next goal is you're trying to accomplish. I think that's important too.
Yep, I agree. Always be learning. Also, if you take people on and mentor them, believe it or not, it helps you, right? It verifies. And when you teach people, okay, you've now mastered that subject, and that is something that I don't think people take into account enough, right? Like, I love working with my son and his buddies, just teaching them hockey, working out, how to work out, how to play hockey. Like, it's just fun, right? I thoroughly enjoy it. So you can get a lot out of it as well. Okay, I'm dead serious. So finding the right mentor and then being the right mentor for other people, right? It's a very powerful thing, guys. So I hope you got something out of this, and please share it with someone that needs to hear it. And we will catch you on Financial Fitness Friday. Take care, guys.
Be great, y'all.